It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy Valentine's Day. The chocolates have been eaten by Shaq, and the gift exchange is over.
By Kenny.
And thanks for the flowers, by the way.
You're welcome.
That was really nice. Ernie Johnson
You're
alongside Shaq and Kenny the Jet Smith. What's this?
My rose.
Oh, man, that's really, I'm going to hand that right over here.
Oh, you're my Valentine.
Be mine. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, this is their third meeting of the season with this team. They've won every game thus far and can seal their edge with a win here. And in this next...
Let's see the starting lineup is the Toronto Raptors. CJ Miles. At the other forward position, Serge Ibaka. At center, Jonas Valanciunas. At point guard, Kyle Lowry.
We've got a capacity crowd here at the United Center. And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love. Right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. After this one game on the road, the Raptors will head back to Toronto. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And it's been a one-sided season series thus far. I mean, they've won all 3 games and can make it a clean sweep here tonight.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan are the 1 and the 2. They create so much offense. Miles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. And Steve, mental fatigue is an issue that can play a factor when the season is in full swing. Is it more on the coach or on the player to keep the team focused on their goal?
I think the organization. I think your teammates, your coaches, whoever it is, to keep that camaraderie going. But ultimately, it comes down to the player. You have that responsibility, and the coach can coach you up, but you got to find a way to get out of those ruts.
You can see where it ultimately would come down to the player.
Yes, totally agree.
Levine kicks to Holiday. Back to Levine. Grant outside. Pass to Levine. Again, Levine missing. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Goes up to the stripe, and another basket for Toronto.
DeMar DeRozan, one of the best in the business in knocking down the mid-range jump shot.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lopez kicks to Grant. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. To the wing right side. Got a hand on it. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Screen by Valanciunas. Ibaka with a screen on Levine. Shot off the screen, and again, DeMar DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
Holiday gets the bucket.
He has that swag going on right now. When the defense steps back on him, he loves taking advantage of it.
Grant against Lowry. Dishes to DeRozan. A beautiful reverse layup. DeRozan's got 6 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Levine, here we go. Nice Steve from Valanciunas.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Lowry against Grant from outside the arc, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
He feeds it to Markkanen over Ibaka and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports, Ernie Johnson.
You can hear the roar here at the United Center. And thank you for joining us for this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report.
Thank you, Kevin.
Great stuff, DA. Coach Casey definitely gets the best out of his guys. You can tell they love playing for it. Looking at tonight's game, two exceptional three-point shooting teams, Doris. How do you see this one playing out?
Well, usually, Kevin, with two quality shooting teams, it's about who gets rhythm, who gets open looks, and obviously, can you get into the space of shooters if you're the defensive team?
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan are the 1 and the 2. They create so much offense. Ibaka is the 4, and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Miles in at the 3. Lopez kicks to Grant. Lopez a screen. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Grant. Three-pointer. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Levine in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. DeRozan against Levine. Outside Lowry. Valanciunas passes to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Over Levine. Money from the wing. DeRozan's got the opening basket of the game for Toronto.
That area, Kev, that in-between game between the post and three-point line, that's where players like DeMar make their living.
Miles dishes to DeRozan, and it's in there. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here is Holiday. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. A pretty good start.
Levine sets the screen for Grant. They set the pick. To the right side. 6 to shoot. And Holiday kicks to Markkanen. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
I'll tell you, a little bit of an old school offensive approach for DeMar DeRozan. He doesn't focus on that three-point shot, guys. He wants to attack the paint and work himself to the free throw line. It's been effective.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Markkanen, good.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Now here is Lowry. His last outing, he had 8 points.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
The pass to Markkanen. Back to Grant. Right side Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They get a hand on it, and so the ball is out of bounds. Miles touched it last. And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. 5th is Lauri Markkanen.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
And Dwayne Casey, known as a grinder, pound the rock, Doris, is his motto.
Well, along those lines, how about this? In college, he actually worked in a coal mine in order to get the money to buy a car. Hard work indeed. And we're not talking just any car. It was a 70s white coupe with swivel seats. How cool is that for a young guy?
No good from Valanciunas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
That free throw good from Holiday. And now teams getting into the middle of the season. The truth is, it's a grind, Doris. You know it. You've covered it. 82 games. In your opinion, is that the right amount in terms of 82 games in a regular season?
I would say to you, it doesn't matter if it's the right amount. I think the reality is this is the business of the NBA. It's been 82 games for as long as I can remember, certainly in my lifetime of fandom, Kevin. So the reality is what we need to do is address the schedule. And you're starting to see that. Shortening the preseason. Stretching out those windows where you're not getting 4 games in 5 nights and the back-to-backs, particularly when there's back-to-back on national television. 82 games is going nowhere from a business standpoint. Let's make those 82 games the best we can by lengthening the season.
And the Raptors with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. DeRozan against Levine. Here's the screen. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Clock at 6. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And it's good, 2 points.
That just makes his way inside. Levine has a score-first mentality.
Raptors with the lead. Screen by Valanciunas. Pass to DeRozan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Kyle Lowry. He's getting around 16 points a game, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Levine. Grant outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Raptors are gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And how about Ibaka getting off the floor for that dunk? What a great finish.
Miles against Holiday. And good that time.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Noah Vonleh comes in for Markkanen. Valentine's checked in for Zach LaVine. And G's subbed in for Grant. Now, here's Lowry. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Here's Powell. They get it back. Here's Pirtle. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
So how cool is it, Kev, that Jakob Pirtle makes NBA history as the first ever Austrian-born player in the league? Doesn't matter what else he does in his career, he'll always have that distinction. That's cool.
And the first ever NBA player out of Austria, Jakob Pirtle, the 9th overall pick back in 2016.
And remember, he was the Pac-12 Player of the Year as a sophomore at Utah. This guy's 7'1", pretty good athlete, still adding strength, though, to bang bodies at the NBA level.
G, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
They set the screen. It's Pirtle, top of the key. Outside Lowry. Raptors need to get a shot off. That one good for 2. And the Raptors lead by 3.
I'm not sure which was better, Pirtle's screen or his finish, but either way, nice execution in the roll.
And Vonleh has it in the corner. Valentine with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lowry kicks to Powell. Here's Pirtle. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. In the corner, Powell with it. Trying his luck deep. Second shot opportunity. Here's Pirtle. They shoot again. The shot by Lowry. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lowry's got his second basket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
They set the screen. Vonleh kicks to Zipser. Portis, the pass to G. Here's Zipser. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Lowry's got the ball. Here's Pirtle. That's tipped.
Well, it's been an up and down quarter for him on the offensive end, mostly down, though.
Passes it to Zips, feeds it to G. He kicks it to Vonleh. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Zipser's got it all tied up now for Chicago. And here's Toronto. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, got into foul trouble and really played out of control and just couldn't overcome it.
I think you really have to think they beat themselves out there, right? You can't be fouling another team like that consistently, and that's just asking to get beat.
Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:24 left here in the opening quarter. G dishes to Lopez. The feet to Valentine. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
1:14 left in the first. Pass to Zipser. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Here's G.
Well, Lowry not giving an inch, contesting that shot beautifully on the defensive end.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Powell kicks to Siakam. Now here's Powell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lowry's shot is good.
Wow, that is some big-time range. My goodness gracious, Kyle Lowry from well beyond the line.
Vonleh kicks to Zipser. He feeds it to Valentine. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
For Toronto, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. So it's Chicago now, trailing by 4. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Now Powell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. From deep three-point range, and no good trying to get that one. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Toronto. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
And we resume our Valentine's Day broadcast. Glad to have you with us. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Well, the assist total is skyrocketing at this point. Actively looking to set up their teammates. I'll tell you, love the way they're playing.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, we've got Valentine, Robin Lopez out there with Van. Then it's G, and it's Zipser in at the 3, the small forward.
What a fluid perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, we couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles. Kyle Lowry told me we're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be. Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. When you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. Here's Lopez, and it's blocked.
Active defense from Jakob Poeltl, that's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
Good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
So for the Bulls, Markkanen, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Zach LaVine comes in for Paul Zipser, and it's Jaren Grant in for G. LaVine, he gets that one.
Well, so dangerous, LaVine. Can shoot the spot-up jumper from deep as well as put it on the deck.
And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
Now, here's Grant. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
5 on the clock. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Here's Miles. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. LaVine against DeRozan. LaVine kicks to Markkanen. Levine passes to Grant. They set the pick. Levine, a screen on Lowry. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry. Toronto leading by 6. Pushing it up. Nice D from Levine.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to affect it.
And again, no good by Chicago.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Now, here's Miles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Ibaka sets the pick for Miles. Miles with another miss.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Lowry against Grant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Something everyone seems to be doing these days, Doris, polishing their jumper, making sure that it becomes, you know, the first thought perhaps as they work on things in the offseason. In your opinion, who in the NBA has the smoothest shooting stroke, the best style?
Well, given that Ray Allen is retired in the last couple of years, he would have been the first guy to come to mind. My present best shooter and the guy who gets it off the fastest and is the most likely to incinerate a defense in a short period of time. That would be one Mr. Klay Thompson, arguably one of the best two-way players in today's NBA.
Great word, incinerate, because he can be so hot and so dangerous. Here's Levine following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, just staying alert. Great setup that time by Levine.
Some changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Valentine. And nice to see Zach LaVine back out on the floor after seeing him lose the back half of last season to injury. Doris, that was a tough blow for him, tearing his ACL, but he hopes to have a full recovery.
Well, I think, Kev, the key piece here is sports medicine can do so much more now with the recovery of an ACL. And when Zach LaVine is healthy, with his burst and the ability in the open floor, this guy is a sight to behold.
Raptors leading by 7. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. LaVine's got 6.
Increasingly comfortable from the mid-range now. LaVine rises and fires.
Lowry against Grant. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Valanciunas. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Holiday. Got a piece of it. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Portis. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Grant against Lowry. Down low. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Just terrific communication between teammates. DeRozan times his leap to perfection, and the pass was perfect.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Here is Lowry. The Bulls getting the bucket. They set the pick, and Miles kicks to DeRozan over LaVine, and it's DeRozan missing.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Markkanen. Holiday, the pass to LaVine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Count it. And it's now only a 1-point Raptor lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dishes it to Valanciunas. DeRozan against LaVine. Nice D from LaVine. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
The offensive rebound. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
The Bulls making a switch here. G's checked in. A new group in now for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anunoby, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Anunoby, looking for his first basket still in this one. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. G kicks to Markkanen, sinks the triple, and the Bulls lead by 2.
And the shooting mechanics that Markkanen has are just phenomenal. His form, the release point, everything, it looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Chicago making some changes. Noah Vonleh comes in for Markkanen, and it's Paul Zipser in for LaVine. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Kevin, that's perfect use of the screen, and DeMar DeRozan just goes through every sequence and progression and makes the right choice.
G kicks to Vonleh. Outside Holiday. They set the pick. The pass to Zipser. Not really his range, and it's off target.
Boy, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Siakam.
Well, guys, really good court vision, allowing DeRozan to make that pass. You know, he sees the play developing way in advance.
For Toronto, they have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier. Doris, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, been a courtside reporter, game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
Right side Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Taken away. And they're running. And here they go. And the dunk by Powell.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Bulls trail by 5. Here's Portis. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
51 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Anunoby. And here is Pirtle. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. The dish to Powell. Takes a shot at the elbow. Good D by Holiday. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
Now here's Powell, guarded by Holiday. Powell with it. He's got 6. Left side, DeRozan. Here's Anunoby. Here's Pirtle. Holiday with the block. It's all tied in Chicago. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Tight game tonight, Dwayne. How do you break this thing open in the second half?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after 1 half of play. Welcome, everybody, to the halftime show. I'm Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of 1. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. The Bulls shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Isles and Ibaka, the small and power forwards. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Screened by Valanciunas. Grant against Lowry from downtown, but they recover it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Holiday with the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist from Valanciunas. DeRozan's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. Levine against DeRozan. Kick out to Levine. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, "I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post." I agree. Kevin?
The centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, the Lithuanian 7-footer Jonas Valanciunas, very effective scoring at the rim. He can get you buckets on the low block. He's an excellent finisher in the pick and rolls. A lot to like about this guy.
Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That is his first foul of the game. And Valanciunas, a tremendous offensive rebound.
And that's important, Kevin, because so much of their offense flows through that tremendously talented backcourt. If Valanciunas wants more touches, he's got to go and create them.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. Ibaka. Again, Ibaka missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Grant the pass to Levine. The kick out to Lopez. Levine dishes to Lopez. Over to the left wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
I'll tell you, good or not, that isn't a shot they'll want him to take again.
Here's Lowry. He's got 10. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus. Not good.
Here's Levine. Makes it off the glass. And now a 7-point Bulls lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry against Grant. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bulls.
And one thing they can definitely improve on is their work from three-point range, especially from the corners. That's an area of the floor that has been a black hole for them this season. If they can start to get some points from the corners, it'll really open things up for them.
Thiem passes to Grant. Puts up a 3. The shot will not fall. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's DeRozan. Offensive rebound. No good that time.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Grant dishes to Lopez. Kicks it to Markkanen. In the corner, Valentine with it. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Miles kicks to DeRozan. And good that time. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, what an offensive display by DeMar DeRozan. This guy has been a handful all night.
Inside. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Levine. Levine's got assist number 5 here tonight. Raptors trail by 7. Feeds it to Miles. They set the pick. Pass to Ibaka. Lowry for 3. Here's Valanciunas. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
DeRozan against Levine. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
A good look there. And he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
So timeout called here. The first for Toronto. And Valanciunas out of Lithuania, the 5th overall pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he's still quite young. You know, a lot of talent offensively. Defensively, he's probably had less of an impact, but that's where he has to take the next step.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Vonleh comes in for Markkanen. Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Levine. And G's subbed in for Grant. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anunoby, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. Now the feed to Vonleh. He kicks to G. Over to the wing. Pass to Vonleh. Here's Valentine. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
From deep. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 6. Left side Lowry. Stolen. Here's G. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He feeds it to Valentine. Right wing. Here's G. Just 4 to shoot. Hits it from three-point range. G's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lowry kicks to Powell. Here's Siakam. The rebound by Zipser. To the inside. Picked him clean. Now here is Lowry. Defense right on him. Here's Pirtle. Banked in off the glass. Pirtle's got 6 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Portis, the pass to Vonleh. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's on an open. There's the screen. There's 1:40 left in the third quarter of the game. It's Lowry again missing.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
G kicks to Vonleh. He dishes it to G. Here's Zipser. It's tipped. Justin Holiday's checked in for Denzel Valentine.
Justin Holiday.
Bulls on D. Now here's Powell. 6 points for him. Dishes it to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Pirtle. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Bulls leading by 5. G kicks to Vonleh. Outside Holiday. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's G. Lowry covering. It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break Toronto. Lays it up and banks it in. Powell's got 8.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
No, but that play is about his will, right? He won't back down from the big man. He's going to take it right to him.
Portis kicks to Zipser. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Zipser's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Raptors trail by 6. Now Powell. He's got 8. Here's the screen. And the pass to Anunoby. Lets it go from deep. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But man, we got to get down and get engaged at the other end. All right, be precise, send the ball to the screen, come across the screen.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Portis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's G, and it's Holiday in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lopez a screen. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Elite athleticism. LaVine able to go up, take the hit, and convert. Well, think about Zach LaVine suffering that ACL tear last season, guys. He then gets sent to the Bulls in the Jimmy Butler trade. Certainly, that's a lot to deal with. Let's hope he can flourish in his new surroundings.
Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. And for LaVine, everything was up for him across the board. Doris, you knew he had the athleticism, but don't you see the skills now have caught up with that in short time?
I don't think there's any question, Kev. It's amazing how quickly his shot has progressed. With his burst and shooting, he's now a nightmare to guard. This guy's a great all-around talent who is only getting better. Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Pass to Grant. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Grant kicks to LaVine. There's the screen to the inside. Got a piece of it. Lowry against Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And again, no good by Toronto.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
Over to the left wing. Passes it to Portis. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Markkanen, he's checked in for Chicago. And then for Toronto, C.J. Miles comes in for Kyle Lowry. And it's DeRozan in for Norman Powell. Raptors trail by 9. Here's Anunoby. There's the pick. Left side, DeRozan. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
Grant outside. Levine kicks to Grant. Lopez sets a screen for Grant. Back to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Here's Holiday, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw missing. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Toronto. He hits the second from the line. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Toronto calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Clock at 4. Valanciunas. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Well, terrific instincts from Jonas Valanciunas on the interior. This guy has improved in the low post every year.
The dish to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Holiday goes in. And Holiday throws it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Ibaka with a screen on Grant. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. The Bulls leading by 10. Kicks to Levine. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's insane quickness by Zach LaVine. Hard to keep up with him off the dribble.
The first one falls. And so Levine nails both of them. Raptors trail by 12. Valanciunas with a screen on Levine. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Wow, pure power on the drive by DeMar DeRozan. He's got that extra burst, Kevin. We've seen it. Able to finish with force.
To the left wing. Here's Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. Levine for 3. Another shot. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Grant. Now the feed to Valanciunas. Over Lopez. Not enough on that one as it misses.
solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Holiday attacking. Here's Grant. Levine wide open. Nails the wide open jump shot. Levine's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
That's a gorgeous looking jumper. Elbow in, full extension on the release. Levine is deadly in catch and shoot.
Here's DeRozan. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Now, here's Grant. He's guarded closely. The 11-footer. Here's Lopez. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Here's Anunoby. Outside DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Valanciunas can't get that one to fall. The Bulls leading by 12. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance.
And Markkanen is skilled at drawing fouls once he establishes position. Uses that height to get the defense to commit.
That free throw good for Markkanen. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Anunoby. Both shots good from the stripe.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Miles against Grant. Miles dishes to DeRozan. Over Levine, and it's blocked.
Boy, able to get off the floor so quickly. Levine sending that one back.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Shoots the 3, and Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Grant. 21 points for Lauri Markkanen.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Lowry, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Stolen by Miles. DeRozan in the corner. Outside Lowry. Tries to snap the cold streak. Rebound by the Bulls. Lopez has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
And staying aggressive on offense. Markkanen's always looking to score the basketball. This guy has really become a refined scorer.
And the Raptors call time here.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lauri Markkanen.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He took charge tonight, and it was just that type of breakout performance they needed. As they try to shake out of the slump they've been in, they'll be hoping he has more nights in him just like this one. Bulls on D. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Lopez against Valanciunas. They set the pick. Lowry for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Lopez kicks to Grant. Now here's Markkanen, defended by Ibaka. It's stolen by DeRozan. To the paint, here's Valanciunas. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 19-6 run. Grant kicks to Markkanen. Screen by Grant. Holiday against Miles. Holiday, the pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Baseline try, and it's DeRozan missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable.
40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Valentine dishes to G. In the corner, Valentine with it. Stolen away. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's G. 15 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Buries it from three-point range.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports